All right, please hold. We're giving it a second to go live on YouTube, and then we'll be ready to roll. Make sure we're live real quick.
I'm going to admit all.
Yeah, I'll grab them in a second.
Okay.
All right, I think we are going. Submit these last couple people here. All right, everyone, welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the first ever National Senior All-Star Game. I'm joined here with Ryan McLaren, Managing Director of the National All-Star Games, and really excited to have you all. So, Brian, you want to break us down the format of the games, and then this is the first ever senior game, so what we can expect to see.
Sure. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us tonight, especially the senior all-stars that are joining us for placement on either the national or American team as part of our senior national all-star endeavor this year. We started last year with the National All-Star Games sponsored by Nike Lacrosse as an opportunity to showcase even more players across the United States. And really try to go after the very best players and have tryouts that were smaller, but dedicated more to the very top of the players available in the various regions throughout the country. And we're very excited about the reception we had last year during the pandemic and the flexibility and the resiliency of the players and their parents. We started this quite some time ago, and we had to change the tournament multiple times last year, but did get it off in September. With those of you guys that participated in, I think it was we had a really good turnout in players. The competition was fun, and we look forward to doing this for years to come. And I think having a national senior all-star game is just a natural addition to the younger guys games. To acknowledge those players around the country that have stood, out to their peers, have participated or played at a level that is, unprecedented in their various regions, and to acknowledge them and showcase them before they head off to college and go from being senior stars back to freshmen. And you'll be a freshman star, but you'll still be a freshman come September somewhere. So. That really in the long and the short of it is it's an all-star thing, an all-star game competition about the players, for the players. We want to make you guys, we want you guys to be the stars in this. It's about you and really kind of showcase you through these media outlets like this and help you build your own lacrosse brand. I don't know how many guys I'm looking at right now, but many of you could end up being in the pro leagues down the road. And this could be the very beginning of how you establish your own personal brand at that next level. So thank you for joining us and being a part of it. Greg, thank you very much for hosting us here at East Coast Eyes. A wonderful, stakeholder in the lacrosse community. And I'm excited to have your help.
Yeah, I was able to shoot the highlights last year. It was a really great event. So tonight we've got our team captains who are each going to pick the starting lineup for the teams. We have the American team captained by Dewey Egan. In his place is Matt Nunes tonight drafting because Dewey unfortunately could not make it. We have Leo Johnson on the national side who is going to get the first pick. Fun fact about Leo, he is one of 5 boys. His youngest brother plays lacrosse. And Dewey, on the other hand, his favorite food is salmon and mac and cheese apparently. Hopefully not together because that's kind of a weird combination, but it's neither here nor there. So before we get into it, Leo, you want to give us a little look into what your draft strategy might be, what you're thinking here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to probably take a lot of kids I've played with before at different events and I played against every tournament that throughout the years with the Clips that I played for. And just get guys that I've have chemistry with and guys that I've gotten to know throughout the club circuit.
Makes sense. And Matt, what you got? What are you thinking?
Kind of the same as Leo, just guys that I've known through just playing at other events with and just kind of guys I want to play with and that might not be able to play with in the future. So it should be fun.
Yeah, put together a fun team. Just so everyone knows, Matt is available to be drafted since he's standing in for Dewey. So theoretically Leo could draft Matt to his team. And a little wrinkle there. So we're going to start with attack. Both the captains play attack, so you can get 2 picks at this position, starting with Leo. Let's do it. Pick number 1.
Yeah, so my first pick, I'm going to take Chris Kavanaugh, going to Notre Dame. I played with him before, a bunch of different showcases, and he's a really great player, a lot of fun to play with and a lot of fun to watch.
That's a fantastic pick. I mean, that family, everyone has watched his brother go crazy for Notre Dame all season. Got a fun fact about Kev. He wants to drive a Tesla and loves rap music before games. So there you go. First pick is in.
First pick, Chris Kavanaugh. Congratulations to Chris.
To the national team. All right, Matt, let's go into pick number 2, Kavanaugh off the board.
With my first pick, I'm going to take Griffin Schutz out of Deerfield. He's going to the University of Virginia. Dewey gets to play with my future teammate. So hopefully that'll be a good run with the boys, 2 big attackmen. So
fantastic. And Chandik, if you have any input on any of these guys, you want to make a note, feel free to chime in.
Yeah, Matt, you can always speak up with the Schutz and Egan. That's like 2 offensive tackles right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a lot of beef right there. I like that draft strategy, Matt. There's really a lot of size, a lot of power. Some deceptive athleticism for some of those guys. You see how big they are, and it's crazy how well they can move. And then Leo, it's another great pick at attack. I mean, Cav has been so dominant, and if I remember correctly, you guys played together at Elite 120. It was a pretty good combo. So I think a lot of firepower there.
I watched Dewey just truck somebody last year at one of those games. He just blew him up. It was the best highlight of the game. So there's some big boys. So we're going to keep on the attack. You each have one more attack pick. Let's go back to Leo.
So my second pick, I'm going to take Jeffrey Riccadelli, also going to Notre Dame. Also plays at Taft. So I played with Jeffrey for a long time in club, and fun to play with him one last time.
I see him giving the 1 down there in the bottom corner.
Riccadelli, all right, that's going to cost you, probably, right? Leo's going to be into you for something for that pick.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, Matt, let's go into your second attack pick.
With my second attack pick, I'm going to pick another future teammate, Thomas Mankey, another Texas guy. So Dewey gets to play with a great player, great lefty shooter.
Let's go, Matthew.
Yeah, if you guys are here, feel free to chime in real quick when you get picked. Just unmute yourself and hop on in and make a comment if you want. Thomas clearly pumped up.
Yep, I'm liking it. You got that risky business look going there, Thomas. One of my favorite highlights in the last couple of years was your behind the back score at Crab Feast last summer. I happened to be standing right on the end line there and got to see that in live and in person, and that was one of the sickest shots of the year for me. I've seen a few over the years.
That Mad Dog no angle?
Yeah, Mad Dog no angle behind the back.
That was nice.
That was sick.
All right, starting attack is locked in. Let's move on to our midfielders. So we're back to Leo.
Yeah, my first pick, I'll take Andrew McAdory, going to Duke. I mean, obviously he's a great player. Don't really need to say much about him. He's a really great player.
Andrew McAdory going to Duke. Yep, number 1 player in by position.
Yep, 100%.
All right,
Matt.
With my first midfield pick, I'm sticking pretty strong with the UVA connection. I'm gonna pick Cody Hart out of Oregon.
Cody Hart.
Matt, we just going with the UVA All-Star team here, or what?
I mean, just
can't go wrong with those guys. I'm just, those are pretty good picks, and obviously Leo McAdory is pretty special. His ability to kind of do a little bit of everything. I'm sure you've gone up against him enough times. I think some pretty good picks out of both of you at the midfield there.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. All right, let's go into second middies.
Second mid, Leo.
Yeah, so my second middie is going to be Aiden Mulholland from Manhasset, going to Michigan. Again, I played with him at different events and played against him a lot. I actually played against him in town lacrosse growing up, so it's fun to play with and great player.
Aiden, I got a great memory from Aiden at the IMG in 8th grade. He led his 8th grade team to the little Future Stars, NLF Future Stars championship in 8th grade at IMG. The first time I'd ever met that guy, and he led the team all weekend. That's a kind of an older memory, but one that I haven't forgotten.
All right, we're on to Matt now. Second middie.
I'm gonna pick one of Dewey's future teammates, Johnny Schwartz out of Walding River, or out of Shoreham Walding River. He's going to North Carolina. So
I like the chemistry you guys are putting together.
I like to
Makes
look
a
at
lot of sense.
ACC. It's getting a little bit of an ACC feel. What do you say about that, Chandic?
Yeah, definitely a big ACC. I mean, Mulholland going to Michigan, that's I mean, feels like forever that he got committed. When was it, 8th grade or close to it or right after type of thing. And I just know that he's been tearing it up this year for a really good Manhasset team that just made it into the our national top 25 on NLF rankings. And Johnny Schwartz has just kind of been, the guy for Shoreham Wading River, helped him to a state title 2 years ago. He had almost 60 goals as a sophomore, which is pretty crazy. He's just like really big athlete, can just run by anybody. He does a little bit of everything. I mean, great picks, guys. I mean, this is crazy to see just how much firepower we've been able to get for this All-Star game.
Yeah, definitely an A-list talent here. So you can't go wrong with any of these picks. All right, final midfielder going to you, Leo.
Yeah, so I'm going to take my last pick, Tynan Walsh from California, going to Penn. There's been a lot of righties picks, so maybe we might as well take a lefty.
Smart.
Balance. I think that's for sure a good idea.
All right, Matt, last mini pick.
Leo kind of stole my guy, my West Coast guy. So I'm gonna go with Will Angrick, going to Notre Dame out of Georgetown Prep.
Just watched him win the ISC on Tuesday. Killed Bullis. I apologize for any Bullis players here, but
yeah, Will's had a really big year for his team this year. He was very involved in all the boxes I've watched this year.
Yeah. All right, let's go into D. And do we want to let them pick an LSM in here if they want to?
Yes.
Okay, so in this D, you've each got 3 D picks. You can put an LSM in here if you want to pick one, as well as close defenders.
But you'll have three picks.
Total,
yeah, three total picks in there.
Yep. All right, Leo, let's go to the defense.
Yeah, so my first pick, I'm going to take Colin Molshine from Brunswick, going to Princeton. Yeah, and a guy that I played with for a while, grew up in the same town. So, yeah, he's a great player.
All right, Matt.
I'm gonna pick Bobby Van Buren out of North Carolina. Played with him at a few events. Great pull, super physical. So can't wait to play with him again.
That's a good pick.
That's a great pick. I had not seen Bobby play until he sent in his All-Star clip, and holy cow, you definitely are. You were definitely going for the all meat team. We might change this from the American to prime beef. All right.
All right. Back to you, Leo, for your second D.
Yeah, I'm going to take Jake Cohen from going to Yale. So I got to take my Yale guy right there.
Very nice. Matt, second D.
I'm gonna pick up another one of Dewey's future teammates, Paul Barton out of Palo Alto, California. Goes Sacred Heart Prep. So great pull.
Fantastic. That's a great pick.
All right, last D.
I'm going to take Jake Brownlee from Malvern Prep, going to Harvard.
Malvern Prep has had a great season.
All right.
Just wrapped it up for championship. Leo? No, Matt. Matt, back to you last D.
Last D.
With my last defensive pick, I'm going to take Michael Bath out of Gonzaga. Great LSM. Gets up and down the field, and I think it's going to be really a big-time player in this game.
I've seen Michael Bath with some of the craziest goals in the summer, short pole, long pole, or otherwise. That dude is ridiculous.
All right. So
Yeah, Matt, what do you think of Michael Bath's stick skills? To have a pull like that, it's got to be pretty special.
I mean, just playing against him, he's always we're always like, oh, where's that guy going to be on the rides? Where's that guy going to be on the clears? He's always causing havoc everywhere, sticking a bunch of goals. So just having a pull with those type of stick skills is going to really help the offense and help with those fast breaks off the clears.
So off the table here, we've got Colin Molshine, Jake Cohen, Jake Brownlee for the Nationals, Bobby Van Buren, Paul Barton, and Michael Bath for the Americans. Chandic, real quick, just taking a look at those guys, top 6 guys. Who made the best pick? Was it the Americans and the Nationals there?
Boy, pretty much all of them. I mean, I wouldn't want to be caught trying to have to dodge any of these guys. I've seen a lot of Colin Molshine and Jake Brownlee this year, just, in a couple of the games I've watched in person. And I mean, great picks right there. Molshine just covers so much ground. I mean, Leo, you can I'm sure you've gone up against him a bunch with
we played
the
last
prime
week.
time Eclipse battles.
Yeah, we also played last week too.
Yeah, what's it like going up against that guy? I mean, what makes him so tough to get around?
I mean, yeah, his footwork is great for such a big guy. Like you said, he can cover a lot of ground too, and he's no slouch in the clears either. He's got some speed to him too.
And you went with the Harvard guy, future college rival. I mean, what do you like about Jake's game?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, definitely a rival, but I mean, I watched their game versus Brunswick, and he did a really good job in one of the Brunswick attackmen that I know is really good. So I got a lot of respect for him, and just felt that he was a good pick.
Matt, you played with Barton for the Stars, right? What do you like about his game?
Just his ability to cover every type of attackman. He can cover small, quick guys, and he also can muscle up these bigger attackmen. I mean, and then he also loves to push transition. So, I mean, that's something that I know these games look forward to, and he loves sticking goals. So,
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of up and down in these games for sure. I think Michael Bass is an A+ pick for this type of game. All right, we're gonna go into specialists now. We're gonna pick face-off, which you want the ball, got to pick a great face-off guy. Starting with Leo, your face-off picks.
I'm going to take Mac Rodriguez going to Yale. Obviously, have to take my Yale guy again. Play with him a few times. He can push transition, can stay on offense. And so, yeah, excited to play with him.
Fantastic. Smart pick. And finally, Matt, going to you for the face-off.
Talk to to my face-off guy from home and asked him for some advice. So he said Will Lynch was still on the board. Take him. So Will Lynch out of Chaminade, going to Notre Dame.
There you go. Got the inside scoop.
Notre Dame, right? And those are teammates, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Lynch,
two Chaminade guys.
Oh, really? They're both on the same team. 1 and 2 picks. That's impressive. That's a deep face-off line right there.
Will's actually been playing a ton of I think he might be Chaminade's #1 offensive midfielder this year. He's been scoring a ton of goals and also taking face-offs. I think Mac's been their #1 face-off guy just because Will's playing so much. But they're both just terrific players. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that they're both on the same high school team. Leo, you played with Mac last year at Nike. I know he filled in for Connecticut. What do you like about? I mean, I know you touched a bit on it, but what do you like about his game the most?
I mean, he can push transition off the face-offs. Obviously, like you've been saying, a lot of transition is going to be happening in this game. So I like how he can push transition, stay on as a normal midi. Yeah, he's super quick off the draw too. So he's got his quick fast breaks.
A lot of times the All-Star games, you're looking at 40, 45, 50 goals sometimes. So it's got to be take some reps. I think it'll be fun, guys, same team going against each other. That's a good little rivalry right there. I like that.
Kind of feel for the goalies in this game, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the goalies are going to see some rubber for sure.
The shot count will be high.
And on that note, let's pick them. Leo, reminder, Matt is available to be picked because he's standing in. So, Leo, let's get your goalie pick.
I got to take my guy from Eclipse, Andy Demopoulos, going to Brown. Sorry, Matt. Got to take my guy.
We weren't trying to encourage you. We were just.
No, I know.
And for the record, Matt, you can pick yourself. I don't know if that's a little bit of nepotism there, but you can't do it.
Yeah, you can pick yourself on that team if you want to be. That's allowed.
Matt, let's go.
I think I'm gonna go selfishly, so I get to play with my UVA teammates and get to play with Dewey one more time. Don't want to go against the team I just picked, so I'm gonna pick myself with the last pick. So
that pick, he's betting on himself.
There you go. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. All right. Well, all right. So Leo, let's take a look down your list after we've gotten through this. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good about my offense. Defense is definitely gonna be good, but our offense got a lot of firepower on there. A lot of guys I've played with, and definitely gonna get the ball a bunch.
Matt, I know you were. Everybody that didn't know, Matt jumped in for Dewey at the last moment there. Dewey had a game tonight, and I think you did an excellent job jumping in there real fast. So congratulations to you and way to be flexible. How you feeling?
I feel pretty good, pretty excited to play with future teammates, play with future rivals, and just play with guys that I've known in the past, playing with the guys from West and playing with guys at Showtime and other big events like that. So should be fun.
Chendik, let's get a winner prediction and a final score out of you.
Oh man, hit the over, whatever that is.
Hit the over. Hit the over.
But I don't know. I think Leo's offense is pretty ridiculous. I mean, not that Matt's isn't, but in something that favors the offense, I think he's got so much firepower between him and Cav and McAdory and all those guys. It's tough to look at that and not think they're gonna win. So obviously Matt's gonna put up 50 saves and make me look bad. But let's go with the Nationals 21-20.
21-20, tight game.
I like it. That's fantastic.
All right, so we're gonna set the rest of the roster will be set off air.
Yes, the rest of the roster will be set off air. We will release the roster by Friday. Just as a note for you guys, the uniforms are in. They're going to be embellished. We're doing some post embellishment. I did want to mention that, and he's on the call here. Brian Zappatello has played a major part in the organization of the Senior All-Star Games and our negotiations with ESPN. We hired a production packager, which is a company that works with ESPN to produce the game, and we're stepped up to the plate. It's going to be a 5-camera production, so there'll be a camera on the field. There'll be 2 cameras on either end. There'll be an not an I Spy camera, but there'll be a high camera. Paul Carcaterra and Mark Dixon will be doing the call, and we're working with some Nike kind of aftermarket Nike people through the coach. Mr. Zappatello has been wonderful to step in there. He's kind of the chairman of the Senior National All-Star Game for us, and has been really instrumental in getting some really talented people together to do some designs and work on some of the stuff. We do have a pretty cool swag package that you guys will get when you come in to Baltimore on Friday night. We do want to keep this, again, about you, about your high school programs, about your club programs. So we did make the decision to ask you guys to wear your high school helmets or you can choose to wear your club helmet if you prefer, but your high school or your club helmet, whichever you do choose. And if you have some extra helmet stickers, to bring them to, kind of in the, I don't know if any of you guys that grew up ever watching some of the college football all-star games the guys would play, and they'd have, Nebraska and Iowa and, Oklahoma stickers on their helmets. If you can bring some extra helmet stickers to trade or share with each other, it's something that we'll encourage, not mandatory, but something that we would encourage you to do as part of the team. Zap, do you want to jump on? You have anything that you would like to add kind of to this? He's been a huge behind the scenes for us. He's a retired Nike executive, ran basketball for Nike, knows a little bit about making a big deal thing happen. And we're really, really thankful and excited that he's been volunteering some brain power, because Lord knows I need it.
No, we're just really excited to have all you guys. I mean, I've seen a lot of you guys play over the years, and amazing talent. I think we're going to try and do you guys justice with the gear and shining the spotlight on you guys sort of on a national stage. And, I think we just want you guys to have a heck of a lot of fun. So you should all be really proud that you've been selected. And I'm just excited to be able to watch you guys play.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it very much. Guys, if you haven't filled out the surveys that we did put out there, would love you to get that in. Make sure you get your highlight clips in. Mr. Chandic will be coming around as we put together the kind of the social media vignettes that will be used during the game and between now and then as well. And those of you that haven't finished your springs, good luck. Get after it. Bring home some ships. Those that are done, stay healthy, keep working, enjoy a little bit of downtime, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 months. Greg, anything to add to that?
Thanks so much for joining. I might see some of you for some highlights before this. If you're playing in Geico, you're playing in the DC Championship, I'll see you guys out there. If not, I'll be here on the field for the senior game filming. So hopefully get some fun stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Good luck.